What up, YouTube Teamers here. Since this month I'm doing my reviews for back to school movies or school related films in honor of Back to School Month, here's my review for a classic, and that is the 1967 film To Serve with Love, which of course stars the legendary actor Sidney Poitier. Now, in it, Sidney Poitier of course portrays the role of Mark Thackeray, who's of course this American who recently received his degree in engineering, but cannot find work, and so to make ends, he ends up taking up as a job as this teacher in this rough London East End school, populated by mostly troublemakers who are like rejected from other schools and all because of their behavior. So while of course the students at first see Mark as this like just another teacher who opened for ridicule and bullying, his like calm demeanor also desire to see them succeed. And he wants to like to give them their high respect here. I mean, to start with love, I mean, Sidney Poitier, in the like 40s, 50s, obviously he became, believe it or not, he actually became the first African American actor to win the Oscars, believe it or not. But Sidney Poitier, let me just say, if it wasn't for Sidney Poitier, we wouldn't have like iconic black actors we have today. We probably wouldn't have Denzel, Idris Elba, even the late great Chadwick Boseman. We wouldn't have. I mean, Sidney Poitier pretty much paved the way for black actors today. And Sidney Poitier, like, he's done some really like iconic movies over the years. Obviously, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. He's done some other iconic ones in the heat of the night and all. But one of his best performances will always be in To Serve with Love. He like the speech he gives to his students is really decent. Definitely one of the best on-screen teachers there is. The film was, of course, directed by James Clavell. It's also based on a novel of the same name that first got published in 1959. And so, yeah, I mean, these students, they really need a whole lesson because they're kind of troublemakers. So, of course, Mark ends up saying them straight. Because he still believes in these kids. But yeah, Sidney Poitier, like, I believe he's got an Oscar nomination for this, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there. Let me see this. I don't think he scored any Oscar nominations, but definitely a really soft film with a really cool soundtrack. I mean, you could really buy Sidney Poitier as this teacher. He's not as tough on the kids, but he does really try to set these kids straight and everything, and that's what kids nowadays really deserve. I mean, I went to high school, and kids, in high school was not. Most of them were bright, but some of them were pretty much troublemakers, and sometimes teachers like this really got set kids straight. And Sidney Poitier's Mark Thackeray character really does it well. You also had some other interesting cast members here too. Like you had Jimmy Gleason was in this, Susie Kanda, Lulu, Faith Brook. Some really decent cast members were in this film. And of course, it was well received when it first got released. It actually has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Did pretty well with critics. It's has some really fun humor in it. Some some really unbelievable characters here. It's definitely felt like Dead Post Society in a way before Dead Post Society got released. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely a really wonderful film. They actually did do a sequel years ago as well. So I mean, the sequel was okay, I guess, but nothing beats the original. So yeah, if you guys have never really seen To Serve with Love or any other Sidney Poitier films, like let me pull up some of his credits. Like Sidney Poitier was like he's still alive, but like but of course he retired, but his like movies, throughout the 30s, 40s, and all was all iconic. I mean, with films such as Uptown Saturday Night, he was in. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, In the Heat of the Night. Uh, Paris Blue, A Raising the Sun. I mean, what a legend this guy was, and yeah, I mean, like I said, he never retired. He's still alive actually, but he retired, and hey, he deserves it. He was always on the man. But anyway, yeah, if you guys have never really seen To Serve with Love, I'm not really sure where you can find it nowadays. It says you can find it on Apple TV. You can find it on. You can find it on Vudu, Prime Video. I'm not surprised you can't find it on any streaming like HBO Max or stuff like that. But anyway, let me lead you guys. Have you ever seen To Serve with Love? If so, what show? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Himu signing out.